As we know, dogs have some amazing talents, like this pooch who's balancing on a ball. And this fella who's balancing food on his head to amuse his owner, who doesn't seem to be able to afford a shirt.
Now you're just showing off.
Showing off? That's rich coming from someone who's topless on the internet. This next one has not only mastered using a seesaw, but also a skateboard. However, tonight it's all about their singing skills, and it seems they just love to join in with their musical owners.
Dogs love to sing along. They really love it.
There's nothing funnier than a singing dog. Although I've noticed dogs really only seem to sing one song, and it's oh.
Well, you say that, Des, but I think this next lot will prove you wrong. This chap is singing along with its owner, who's playing the flute. While this next one prefers to be accompanied by a violin. This dog plays his own music as he sings the blues. And for all musicians, inspiration can strike at any time. Like, for example, this retriever, who's found a muse in the shape of a passing fire engine. And this fella's joining in with a nursery rhyme.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
It's a Rottweiler. You can stop wondering now, little girl. Here's another howler, but this German Shepherd prefers to practice in the shower. He must like the acoustics. Next is an enthusiastic little thing who might want to do a bit more practice to nail the melody. But this pooch has no such problems. He's borrowed an auto-tune machine. I reckon Cheryl Tweedy Cole Fernandez, for whatever her name is this week, will be wanting that machine back quite soon. But when it comes to crooning canines, there's no touching this guy. No, it's not Elton John in a onesie. His name is Tucker, and this reworking of Kate Bush's Babushka may not have topped the chart, but it did manage to clock up almost 5.5 million views on YouTube. And I think you can see why. Tucker's owner is Glenn Kennedy, who lives in Ontario. His family is a kind of Canadian version of the Von Trapps, but without the nuns. Or Nazis. So it was perhaps inevitable that their schnoodle would end up catching the music bug. Although it still came as a surprise to Glenn when he heard Tucker play in secret.
I heard this noise upstairs. And sure enough, I found our dog Tucker sitting on the piano, playing and howling away at the top of his lungs. As soon as he saw me, I think he thought he was doing something wrong because he quickly jumped down and went and hid afterwards.
Delighted to discover that he was actually living with Liberace, Glenn told all his friends. But without seeing it for themselves, they thought he'd lost the plot. So Glenn tried to film Tucker performing an encore, but this is a pooch who suffers from performance anxiety.
I think his piano playing, his music has always been more of a personal thing, a private thing for him. And he's always quick to jump down from the piano bench whenever we had entered the room and when he's playing.
With Tucker refusing to perform on demand, Glenn decided covert filming was the only way of proving his own sanity.
We simply had it sitting right here on a little tripod, and we set it so that it was recording while we were away from the home. And when we came back, we found all the video recorded on this little camera here.
And right on cue, Tucker took to the keys. Glenn had his evidence, and the world was introduced to a new megastar.
For such a cute dog, he seemed to have a lot of pain. There was a lot of soul in there. I don't know what he's gone through, the cat that he's chased and missed, the biscuit that he wished he had. Whatever's happened in that dog's life, he is obviously bringing that sorrow out in the piano. It's a beautiful thing.
My friends and family who have seen the video, I think they are quite impressed now that they've had a chance to see it. And I think really they, along with the millions of people who have seen the video, have really been captured by the fact that when Tucker is doing his thing, he does it with such passion. You can tell he's playing just because he loved to do it.
I bet the neighbours love that dog. Getting a free doggy concert every day. Wouldn't you love to live next door to that little dog?
And better than that, Des, he's now learning to play that little-known member of the woodwind family, the squeaky toy. Now, any dog owner will tell you that our four-pawed chums simply love food, and they'll do anything to get their jaws on a tasty treat, like this cunning canine who's raiding the freezer. And then the fridge. Having grabbed a snack, he heads off to watch a bit of telly. But he's still peckish, so comes back for more, leaving a right old mess for his human who's just got back from work.
They will work out how to get food, whether it's raiding the bin or opening the fridge, opening the freezer. And the only way to stop that is to lock them all up, so they can, don't give them the key.
I think it's very selfish to provide a dog with a freezer but not a microwave. It's all very well stocking your fridge with ready meals for the dog, but if the dog can't cook the ready meals, then that's cruel.
Dogs just love to steal food. This one has his eye on a healthy cabbage. Shocking table manners. And this next pooch is trying to get a roast potato that's just out of reach. The human in this house has left some bread on the side, and his dog is going crazy trying to get it. Keeps checking that the coast is clear. Check out that hair. Reminds me of an 80s Bon Jovi. But his persistence pays off in the end. Good lad. This mutt is eyeing up his owner's watermelon. Oh, bad luck. Let's see if this fella has more success. Yes, he does. And he goes back to clean the plate.
I can understand the frustration of a dog because they have dog food that they're just given and we know it's for them because there's a picture of a dog on it. But they're saying, well listen, you've got loads of food in this cupboard, in this fridge, why can't I get some of that? I'm here, we're at the table, I'll put a napkin on, what's the problem here? That chicken looks good.